Hello, what's going on, guys? My name is Michael, and welcome to another episode of Dragon Age 3. I have been busy. We got a lot of supplies, we got a lot of stuff. I actually still have stuff to sell.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps?
In the last
Let me know what you'd
episode,
like.
we basically finished our little trial deal, but let's see what we got here to sell. These gems. These wolf pelts. Alright. Anyway, we just got back from camp, from doing all our stuff. This chest is now open for us to take what we want out of it. Wonderful. That quest is completed. I believe we already turned in the Wild's flower.
The infected hound seems to be doing much better for now. Thank you for your assistance.
Yes, indeed we did. Okay, so all that leaves now is just moving on, actually. So yeah, let's do our joining ritual. Let's join the Grey Wardens. Quick note, after we do the joining, that's pretty much it. So make sure you talk to the quartermaster, sell everything it is that you're gonna sell, and you do all that stuff before you talk to Duncan. You will not get another chance. Just throwing that out there. Let's see if we can talk to Wynne again.
Back again? Don't the Grey Wardens need you? Off you go. I have preparations to make for the battle, and I won't be distracted.
Alright then. Yeah, all that's left is to talk to Duncan. So let's do this.
So you returned from the wilds. Have you been successful?
We have.
Good. I've had the Circle mages preparing. With the blood you've retrieved, we can begin the joining immediately.
Maybe we should tell you about Morgan and her mother.
There was a woman at the tower, and her mother had the scrolls. They were both very odd.
Were they wilder folk?
I don't think so. They might be apostates. Mages hiding from the Chantry.
I know you were once a Templar, Alistair, but Chantry business is not ours. We have the scrolls. Let us focus on the joining.
Now will you tell us what this ritual is about?
I will not lie. We Grey Wardens pay a heavy price to become what we are. Fate may decree that you pay your price now, rather than later.
Is that why the joining is so secret?
If only such secrecy were unnecessary, and all understood the necessity of such sacrifice. Sadly, that will never be so.
Let's go then. I'm anxious to see this joining now.
I agree. Let's have it done.
Then let us begin. Alistair, take them to the old temple.
The more I hear about this joining, the less I like it.
Are you blubbering again?
Why all these damn tests? Have I not earned my place?
Maybe it's tradition. Maybe they're just trying to annoy you.
Calm down. There's nothing we can do about it now.
I only know that my wife is in Highever with a child on the way. If they had warned me, it just doesn't seem fair.
Would you have come if they'd warned you? Maybe that's why they don't. The Wardens do what they must, right?
Including sacrificing us?
I'd sacrifice a lot more if I knew it would end the Blight.
You make a good point.
You saw those darkspawns tonight. Wouldn't you die to protect your pretty wife from them?
I...
Maybe you'll die. Maybe we'll all die. If nobody stops the darkspawn, we'll die for sure.
I've just never faced a foe I could not engage with my blade.
At last, we come to the joining. The Grey Wardens were founded during the First Blight, when humanity stood on the verge of annihilation. So it was that the first Grey Wardens drank of Darkspawn blood and mastered their taint.
We're going to drink the blood of those creatures.
As the first Grey Wardens did before us, as we did before you. This is the source of our power and our victory.
Those who survive the joining become immune to the taint. We can sense it in the Darkspawn and use it to slay the Archdemon.
Let's get on with it then.
We speak only a few words prior to the joining, but these words have been said since the first. Alistair, if you would.
Join us, brothers and sisters. Join us in the shadows where we stand vigilant. Join us as we carry the duty that cannot be forsworn. And should you perish, know that your sacrifice will not be forgotten. And that one day, we shall join you.
Davith, step forward.
Maker's breath.
I am sorry, Davith. Step forward, Jory.
But I have a wife, a child. Had I known...
There is no turning back.
No, you ask too much. There is no glory in this.
I am sorry. But the joining is not yet complete. You are called upon to submit yourself to the taint for the greater good. From this moment forth, you are a Grey Warden. It is finished. Welcome.
2 more deaths. In my joining, only one of us died, but it was horrible. I'm glad at least one of you made it through.
How do you feel?
Still can't believe you killed Sir Jory.
Jory was warned that there was no turning back, as were you all. When he went for his blade, however, he left me no choice. It brought me no pleasure to end his life. The Blight demands sacrifices from us all. Thankfully, you stand here as proof they are not all made in vain.
Did you have dreams? I had terrible dreams after my joining.
Such dreams come when you begin to sense the Darkspawn, as we all do. That and many other things can be explained in the months to come.
Before I forget, there is one last part to your joining. We take some of that blood and put it in a pendant. Something to remind us of those who didn't make it this far.
Take some time. When you're ready, I'd like you to accompany me to a meeting with the King.
What kind of
The
meeting?
King is discussing strategy for the upcoming battle. I am not sure why he has requested your presence. The meeting is to the west, down the stairs. Please attend as soon as you're able.
It's okay, Duncan. you're still a shithead. Anyway, dexterity. And I believe I said we would learn dual weapon finesse. And let's see, do I want to make backstabs easier, or do I want deadly strike? I think I want deadly strike. Yeah. And we'll boost our dog's strength. And teach him Dread Howl. Because it's a nice big fat AoE stun. Very handy. And I can use the edge now. Wonderful. It's +4 to attack, so I don't lose that. 6 damage base, plus an additional 5 damage. Crit chance. This dagger's sexy. Oh, and you're given Jory and Daveth's equipment.
If the king wants to see you and Duncan, you probably shouldn't keep him waiting. He might get mad, start crying. You'll feel bad, and, well, it won't be pretty.
Yeah, they give you their spare gear, so.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Well, let me know what you'd like.
Now, because I bought all this crap from him, I need to make sure my inventory is mostly clear. Sell that. Sell that. It doesn't even do anything. What do I need for this bow? I need 24 dexterity, so I can actually use that. Hell yeah. Studded leather cured. I'm actually gonna keep that. Yeah. I should have kept the cured gloves too. Whoopsie. Oh well, not a big.
Hello again. Is there something you need? Some supplies, perhaps? Well, let me know what you'd like.
Okay. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. I'll keep this though for the willpower. Warden's Oath. That's something only I can equip. I'd rather have +1 to all, so I'll go ahead and sell my Warden's Oath. I don't really need it. Anyway. Now, like I was saying before, I forgot you had this second after the joining to do stuff. But once I go over there, I don't even think I get the chance to activate the conversation. I think it just automatically activates. So, make sure you've done everything. Yeah, make sure you've done it all before you come over here.
Loghain, my decision is final. I will stand by the Grey Wardens in this assault.
You risk too much, Cailan. The Darkspawn Horde is too dangerous for you to be playing hero on the front lines.
If that's the case, perhaps we should wait for the Orlesian forces to join us after all.
I must repeat my protest to your fool notion that we need the Orlesians to defend ourselves.
It is not a fool notion. Our arguments with the Orlesians are a thing of the past, and you will remember who is king.
How fortunate Marek did not live to see his son ready to hand Ferelden over to those who enslaved us for a century.
Then our current forces will have to suffice, won't they? Duncan, are your men ready for battle?
They are, Your Majesty.
And this is the lady from Highever I met earlier? I understand congratulations are in order.
Thank you, Your Majesty.
Every Grey Warden is needed now. You should be honored to join their ranks.
Your fascination with glory and legends will be your undoing, Kalen. We must attend to reality.
Fine. Speak your strategy. The Grey Wardens and I draw the Darkspawn into charging our lines, and then?
You will alert the tower to light the beacon, signaling my men to charge from cover.
To flank the Darkspawn, I remember. This is the Tower of Ishal in the ruins, yes? Well, who shall light this beacon?
I have a few men stationed there. It's not a dangerous task, but it is vital.
Then we should send our best. Send Alistair and the new Grey Warden to make sure it's done.
I'll do my best.
You rely on these Grey Wardens too much. Is that truly wise?
Enough of your conspiracy theories, Loghain. Grey Wardens battle the Blight no matter where they're from.
Your Majesty, you should consider the possibility of the Archdemon appearing.
There have been no signs of any dragons in the wilds.
Isn't that what your men are here for, Duncan?
Yes, Your Majesty.
Your Majesty, the tower and its beacon are unnecessary. The
We
circle
will
of
not
Magi...
trust any lives to your spells, Mage. Save them for the Darkspawn.
Enough. This plan will suffice. The Grey Wardens will light the beacon.
Thank you, Loghain. I cannot wait for that glorious moment. The Grey Wardens battle beside the King of Ferelden to stem the tide of evil.
Yes, Kalen. A glorious moment for us all.
You heard the plan. You and Alistair will go to the Tower of Ishal and ensure the beacon is lit.
What? I won't be in the battle.
This is by the King's personal request, Alistair. If the beacon is not lit, Tern Loghain's men won't know when to charge.
So he needs 2 Grey Wardens standing up there holding the torch, just in case, right?
Where is this Tower of Ishal
The tower is on
exactly?
the other side of the gorge from the King's camp, the way we came when we arrived. You'll need to cross the gorge and head through the gate and up to the tower entrance. From the top, you'll overlook the entire valley.
When do we light the beacon?
We will signal you when the time is right. Alistair will know what to look for.
What if the Archdemon appears?
We soil our drawers, that's what.
If it does, leave it to us. I want no heroics from either of you.
Can we join the battle after?
Stay with the Terran's men and guard the tower. If you are needed, we will send word.
I know what I've got to do.
Then I must join the others. From here, you two are on your own. Remember, you are both Grey Wardens. I expect you to be worthy of that title.
Duncan, may the Maker watch over you.
May he watch over us all.
Alistair's got to level up too. Alrighty. Are we ready? I think we're ready. Let's just make sure. Yep. Let's do this.
The plan will work, Your Majesty.
Of course it will. The Blight ends here.
Let's cross the bridge and get to the Tower of Ishal.
I love that cinematic. It's so cool. There we go.
Make it help us. They're everywhere. You're Grey Wardens, aren't you? The tower, it's been taken.
What are you talking about, man? Taken how?
The Darkspawn came up through the lower chambers. They're everywhere. Most of our men are dead.
Then we have to get to the beacon and light it ourselves.
Oh good, they give us the mage. That's a turn.
Take that!
This should be easy enough.
Bonk. Oh shit, there's more?
Let's get started.
Yeah. Kind of a big battle going on.
Desperation is an ugly perfume.
Alright, looks like we got them all.
On it.
Loot up some health potions.
As you wish.
This is the section that we could not get to when we first got to Ostagar, because there's a guard that would not let us through. Now, granted, I did not talk to that guard, but, you know, still. When I was exploring and looting everything, this was the one area we were not allowed to go. So now we're going to run around, we're going to loot everything. I know I've already got 432 gold, but, you know, I need more. Damn it! Okay, so this is kind of an advantage of playing the human noble. Of every other character, if you do that that Wild's Flower quest for the Kennel Master, that's how you get the Hound. Of course, that's assuming you aren't addicted. You actually do not. What? Was kind of watching my health and Alistair's all at the same time there. Now, something cool that rogues can do you know, beyond look badass while dual wielding, is we can actually use poisons. As you can see, we actually start with the ability to make poisons ourselves, which, as far as I know, that's typically what Deathroot is made for, is poisons. But we can use them to coat our weapons to get temporary buffs. And there's all kinds of buffs. There's attack and movement speed lowering poisons. There's just straight up damaging poisons. I think there's mana drain poisons as well that attack the enemy's mana. So, you know, if you're going up against a mage, that'd be really useful. Now, there's a tarp here.
Darkspawn, destroy the fiends. Trap.
Yep. There's the trap. Alright, cool, I disarmed it. Alright. Men. And fucking hide. I need to use a health potion. Alright, there's that. Now, something else I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna use the solar bomb.
Right then.
We go ahead and use this fire bomb as well. Let's see if I can hit both of you guys. A little more. You're fine, Alistair. Quit your whining. Yeah, this trap right here is really nasty because that mage is right over there in perfect line of sight, and tripping this trap causes an oil spill from this barrel, and he blasts you with a fireball. You saw it hit me while I was trying to disarm the trap. So not only do you get nailed by the fireball, but you get stuck in an oil trap that really slows your movement speed, and the oil's on fire the entire time, doing constant damage. It's really nasty. It can be really nasty.
Time for some fun.
Dirty, but and my deadly strike here seems to like I don't really know if it helps, but it feels good to do that. Like, it feels good to do it that way. Now, this episode, much like pretty much all of them,
On it.
is more than likely going to run a little long because I do not want to stop in the middle of the tower. I want to do all of the events of the tower before I stop. this episode. I know, my lengths are so inconsistent. Nice. Starting to smell dinner. Smells good.
Let's get started.
If not a bit garlicky. I'll go ahead and wear this studded helmet. Like, I might as well, you know? Since I don't have a helmet.
As you wish.
Maker's breath. What are these Darkspawn doing ahead of the rest of the Horde? There wasn't supposed to be any resistance here.
You could try telling them they're in the wrong place.
Right, because clearly this is all just a misunderstanding. We'll laugh about this later. At any rate, we need to hurry. We need to get up to the top of the tower and light the signal fire in time. Tyron Loghain will be waiting for the signal.
Alright.
On it.
There's actually not very many floors. I think there's 3 floors and then the roof. And depending on how quickly you fight, there's something I love to abuse here.
As you wish.
Yeah, just keeps him. Yep. This battle seems really good, but you can tell it's not that difficult. Very quickly is sort of easier to kill Darkspawn. They don't have a whole lot of HP, and I think that's except for a couple of these Hurlocks. Like a couple of these guys that were sort of on the front line, I think they might have been full power Darkspawn. Well, full power average Darkspawn, you know. But yeah, you can spam these on the Darkspawn, and you can do some good damage with that. More importantly, however, it keeps knocking them back when they get hit, which is preventing them from getting to your front line.
Right.
It's preventing them from doing any damage because they're constantly being knocked down. And, more importantly, it almost guarantees that your backline, whatever it is you're doing, like, in this case, I've got a mage buddy here. I actually need to change his tactics. I want him to remain at range, and I want him to be a supporter. Yeah. So I want him to activate flame weapons, so we've all constantly got a sort of fire damage enchantment effect on our weapons. I believe even the dog benefits from it. Ooh. Dog leveled up again. He's level 4 now. See, another sort of advantage I get
As you wish.
being a human noble is I've gotten to use the dog for longer, so he's kind of at a higher level. I think he's actually at a higher level than, oh, no, the Circle Mage is level 5. Actually, so is Alistair, and so am I. Huh. Well, I've gotten to customize the dog's stats this entire time, whereas the two sort of default
as soon as we light the
characters.
signal. The king is depending on us.
Yeah, normally you get a warrior and a mage to join you.
Dragspawn approach. Watch for their fire.
Alright, we got the achievement Grey Warden. I believe. Wonderful.
As you wish. Darkspawn, destroy the beast.
Yeah. Cages. It's really nice. Yeah. Cool part. War paint. Yeah, there's war paints that you can give your dog. War paints in different colors. And they act as their armor and accessory. And in this case, it makes him do extra damage versus beasts.
This should be easy enough.
If they count as beasts, I highly doubt that they do, which also makes it seem very weird why they get all unique. Destroyed. Oh, you son of a bitch.
This should be easy enough.
Alright, looks like we got all of them.
On it.
I also leveled up. Hell yeah. I will take more dexterity. I'll probably get that to 30, and then get cunning to 30. Go ahead and take my master coercion now. And I'll take combat movement. Now it is much, much easier for me to get backstabs off. Because I've kind of got a wider angle to be behind them. Like, normally you have to be kind of directly behind the enemy. Oh shit, what? Oh! There was some in here. Drove for some reason.
This should be easy enough.
Alrighty then. Now it looks like
Let's
we
get
killed
started.
everything. I'm just... There we go. Now I know we've killed everything. We had to have. There's
On
only
it.
one room left.
Right.
Alright. Here goes nothing.
Let's get started.
It's just a shitty ass iron dagger.
This should be easy enough.
Fire bolts. I believe the warrior actually has a crossbow. Yeah, see, we're on the top. We're about to go up into the top floor now. See if all those items I saved are going to be of any use. It's time for a boss fight. These ogres. Alright, Alistair. Get on him. Alright, we've got a cooldown on the acid flask. Do I have any other, like, bombs or anything like that? I do not. Penalty to movement speed. May stun. Yeah, let's use this concentrated death root. Alright, Alistair. You deserve a full health potion. And we beat it! Easily.
Beacon is over here. We've surely missed the signal. Let's light it quickly before it's too late.
We get some heavy chainmail, Havard's Aegis, spell resistance, chance to avoid missile attacks, that's not bad. A journeyman lightning room and a diamond. We do not want to light the beacon yet because there's a couple barrels over here for us to loot. Okay, that was actually really surprising. I usually have at least 2 or 3 characters die to the fucking ogre. We're gonna get trap making on Alistair. because there's a quest coming up that will need that. And give him overpower. And now we'll light the beacon. Actually, what's the mage got? Let's unequip the mage. Penalty to max health. I can't remember whether or not you get to keep the mage's equipment, so I'm just gonna go ahead and unequip.
Let's get started.
Sound the retreat.
But what about the king? Should we not...
Do as I command.
Pull out! All of you, let's move!
Yeah.
Ah, your eyes finally open. Mother shall be pleased.
I remember you. The girl from the wilds.
I am Morrigan, lest you have forgotten, and we are in the wilds, where I am bandaging your wounds. You are welcome, by the way. How does your memory fare? Do you remember Mother's rescue?
I remember being overwhelmed by Darkspawn.
Mother managed to save you and your friend, though 'twas a close call. What is important is that you both live. The man who was to respond to your signal quit the field. The Darkspawn won your battle. Those he abandoned were massacred. Your friend, he is not taking it well.
What happened to the Grey Wardens and the King?
All dead. Your friend has veered between denial and grief since Mother told him. He is outside by the fire. Mother asked to see you when you awoke.
Were my injuries severe?
Yes, but I expect you shall be fine. The Darkspawn did nothing Mother could not heal.
What about Alistair? Is he alright?
He is, as you are. I suppose it would be unkind to say he is being childish.
Very unkind. Those were his friends.
And you think they would encourage his blubbering? If so, they are not the sort of Grey Wardens the legends note.
Thank you for helping me, Morrigan.
You were welcome. Though Mother did most of the work, I am no healer.
I will go then.
I will stay and make something to eat.
We get our achievement, The Last of the Wardens. Yeah, we kind of lost that battle pretty hardcore.
See, here is your fellow Grey Warden. You worry too much, young man.
You're alive. I thought you were dead for sure.
I'm not, thanks to Morrigan's mother.
Oh, this doesn't seem real. If it weren't for Morrigan's mother, we'd be dead on top of that tower.
Do not talk about me as if I am not present, lad.
I didn't mean... But what do we call you? You've never told us your name?
Names are pretty, but useless. The chastened folk call me Flemeth. I suppose it will do.
The Flemeth? From the legends? Daveth was right. You're the Witch of the Wilds, aren't you?
And what does that mean? I know a bit of magic, and it has served you both well, has it not?
We can't be safe here. Where are the Darkspawn?
The largest part of the Horde has moved on. We are safe enough for now. Old Flemeth knows a thing or two about hiding. The longer you are here, the less that is true, however. These things will notice you eventually.
So why did you save us?
Well, we cannot have all the Grey Wardens dying at once, can we? Someone has to deal with these Darkspawn. It has always been the Grey Warden's duty to unite the lands against the Blight. Or did that change when I wasn't looking?
Of course not.
But we were fighting the Darkspawn. The king had nearly defeated them. Why would Loghain do this?
Now that is a good question. Men's hearts hold shadows darker than any tainted creature. Perhaps he believes the Blight is an army he can outmaneuver. Perhaps he does not see that the evil behind it is the true threat.
The Archdemon.
What is this Archdemon exactly?
It is said that long ago, the Maker sent the old gods of the ancient Tevinter Imperium to slumber in prisons deep beneath the surface. An Archdemon is an old god awakened and tainted by Darkspawn. Believe that or not, history says it's a fearsome and immortal thing, and only fools ignore history.
What could the Terran hope to gain by betraying the king?
The throne? He's the Queen's father. Still, I can't see how he'll get away with murder.
You speak as if he would be the first king to gain his throne that way. Grow up, boy.
If Al Eamon knew what he did, he would never stand for it. The Landsmeet would never stand for it. There would be civil war.
Perhaps we could go to him then.
I suppose. Al Eamon wasn't at Ostagar. He still has all his men. And he was Kaelin's uncle. I know him. He's a good man, respected in the Landsmeet. Of course, we could go to Redcliffe and appeal to him for help.
keep in mind that Loghain was also an honorable man.
The Jarl would never do what Tairn Loghain did. I know him too well. I still don't know if Jarl Eamon's help would be enough. He can't defeat the Darkspawn horde by himself.
We need the rest of the Grey Wardens.
I don't know how to contact them, or if they're even on their way. We need to do something now.
You have more at your disposal than you think.
Of course! The treaties. Grey Wardens can demand aid from dwarves, elves, mages, and other places. They're obligated to help us during a blight.
I may be old, but dwarves, elves, mages, this Jarl Eamon, and who knows what else. This sounds like an army to me.
So can we do this? Go to Redcliffe and these other places and build an army?
Why not? Isn't that what Grey Wardens do?
So you are set then, ready to be Grey Wardens.
I'd be happy with just staying alive.
Come to think of it, that would be nice.
Well, don't expect me to do everything. There is, however, one more thing I can offer you.
The stew is bubbling, Mother dear. Shall we have 2 guests for the eve, or none?
The Grey Wardens are leaving shortly, girl. And you will be joining them.
Such a shame.
What? You heard me, girl. The last time I looked, you had ears.
I think that's an excellent idea.
Have I no say in this?
You have been itching to get out of the wilds for years. Here is your chance. As for you, Wardens, consider this repayment for your lives.
Very well. We'll take her with us.
Not to look a gift horse in the mouth, but won't this add to our problems? Out of the wilds, she's an apostate.
If you do not wish help from us illegal mages, young man, perhaps I should have left you on that tower.
Point taken.
Mother, this is not how I wanted this. I'm not even ready.
You must be ready. Alone, these two must unite Ferelden against the Darkspawn. They need you, Morrigan. Without you, they will surely fail, and all will perish under the Blight. Even I
understand.
And you, Wardens, do you understand? I give you that which I value above all in this world. I do this because you must succeed.
She won't come to harm with us.
Allow me to get my things, if you please. I am at your disposal, Grey Wardens. I suggest a village north of the wilds as our first destination. It is not far, and you will find much you need there. Or, if you prefer, I shall simply be your silent guide. The choice is yours.
No, I'd prefer you to speak your mind.
You will regret saying that.
Dear, sweet mother, you are so kind to cast me out like this. How fondly I shall remember this moment.
Well, I always said, if you want something done, do it yourself. Or hear about it for a decade or two afterwards.
Do you really want to take her along because her mother says so?
Get over yourself, Alistair.
If you worry that I will summon demons and transform into an abomination, I assure you I will at least wait until you are not looking.
I feel better already.
I think we should just get underway.
Farewell, Mother. Do not forget the stew on the fire. I would hate to return to a burned-down hut.
Bah! 'Tis far more likely you will return to see this entire area, along with my hut, swallowed up by the Blight.
All I meant was...
Yes, I know. Do try to have fun, dear.
And that's that. We get a bunch of new quests. We can actually go to the different territories in pretty much any order we want. There is sort of an accepted default order, because there are some places that have monsters that are probably more powerful than you can handle. But I don't know, maybe a better player can do them. Maybe you can take advantage of certain things. I don't know. But that's all I got time for. I'll see you guys in the next episode. Bye.